God. Ask God.
Hi, Scott. Sean from Virginia. Love the podcast. Thanks for all the free content. It's great stuff. Just wondering how to evaluate the top 10 products when there's a variety of price points. Let's say the top one and number two are $3 and $4 respectively, but then number three is approximately, let's say, $10 to $15, just as an example. How does this influence your willingness to get into that niche or into that product category when there's a wide discrepancy in prices? Thanks so much.
Hey, Sean from Virginia. Thanks so much for the question. And it's a great question. I haven't answered this one yet, so I love the question because it's kind of new, right? The thing is here is you want to almost see like what's the top of the pay scale? Like what's the top that people are charging that are getting some good sales, okay? And then what's the low end, right? So you want to find that and see where you can potentially, the keyword here is potentially, create a premium product. Now, it could be as something as everyone is selling just a single unit, but you can now create a bundle. Okay, and the bundle could just be three of the same thing if the product is bundleable. Okay, now if bundleable, I don't even know if that's a word. I think it's a word. Like it doesn't sound right to me. But anyway, you ever do that? You ever have a word that doesn't sound right and it is right, and you ask someone, you go, "Is that really how they sound?" And that's how I just felt right there, and I just announced that and admitted that live. So if you're laughing at me, it's okay. So yeah, if you can take and actually add an element to it now. Now, let's say that you know that the top one that's charging the most and they're just selling a single unit, you can add an accessory to it, and then now you can charge that at least, or maybe even more in the future. That's what I would look at. But I would say if only one of them is getting top dollar and all the rest are like low, like $7 and $10, and there's only one that's $29, that would make me think that probably the market is going to be harder because I'm going to be competing with a lot of these lower numbers. I like to find a mix. And again, the tool that is working really well at doing this quickly, and they'll give you like an average of the prices, is Jungle Scout. And I did an interview recently with Greg Mercer. You guys have probably heard it. If you hadn't, you're gonna want to go back and listen to it. That's episode 56. And Jungle Scout, it really does simplify things, and it gives you averages on the BSR, the price, reviews, all of that stuff. So I would recommend definitely checking that out. And again, I would go to that page. Greg Mercer actually gave us some downloads that you can download, and that is that accompanies that post or that particular episode. You can find that episode at theamazingseller.com/56. I would urge you to do that because the downloads that he gives is kind of like some cheat sheets as far as BSRs and stuff. So anyway, really, really good idea. Now, if you don't have access to that, then you're just going to have to go through and go through the top 10, individually drill into each one, find out what the prices are, and then from there get your average. Or just look at them individually and say, oh, there's two of them that are charging $29 and the rest of them are under $10. Well, what's the reasoning? And are they identical? Meaning, are they the same type of thing? Not the identical product technically, but are they the same thing? Like, I don't mean like it has to be the same product as far as the exact model, but is it the same device? Like, is it a garlic press that has a really nice rubber handle on it and this, certain steel? And are the other ones just plain ones that are just stainless? What's the difference? And then I would go and look and kind of drill into the reviews of the other ones and kind of see where I can improve and all of that stuff, which I've already talked about that in the past. You guys know that. But really, it wouldn't make me say that I couldn't do it. I would just need to do a little bit more digging to see if the reason why that one is selling well or at a higher price and why. But it would make me a little nervous if there was only one or two and the rest were all really low. I would like to find them where they're kind of in that middle road, middle range of the road where, they're questionable. They're close. They might just be a few dollars less. But when you're that far off, it makes it hard because then you start thinking you're going to compete on price. So that would bring up a flag to me, and I would need to really kind of do a little bit more digging and really see if that's the only product that I think I can sell rather than moving on to my list of other ones that I could sell. If you guys want to submit a question, head over to theamazingseller.com/ask, and you can do that.
I want to also, again, remind you guys, if you're brand new and this is your first time to the show, I want to welcome you. I love hanging out with you guys. This is just awesome to be able to virtually connect like this. And that's why I love the Ask Scott sessions. But if you are brand new and you're just getting your feet wet and you don't understand the entire process, the entire business model, I would recommend attending one of my live free workshops. This is where I break it down for you in 5 phases: how to pick a market and a product, how to source it, how to do a pre-launch, how to do a launch, how to promote the product, and everything in between. We go over that on a workshop, and we go through every single thing. We also do live Q&A. So if you want to attend one of them, I would love to invite you to the next one, and you can register for the next one by heading over to theamazingseller.com/workshop, and you can register there for an upcoming workshop.
Well, hey there. Thank you so much for listening to that episode of Ask Scott. Now, that was just a highlight from one of our full episodes where I generally answer 3 to 4 questions on a podcast. If you want to go back and listen to all of the past archives of not just the Ask Scott session, but all of the full episodes where I do interviews with top Amazon sellers, people starting from scratch and building a business, if you want to listen to any of those episodes, head over to theamazingseller.com and you can find all of that over there. You can also find details there on how you can ask your own question and get it aired on an upcoming Ask Scott session and possibly see it here on YouTube or just on the podcast. All right, so definitely head over to theamazingseller.com. There's tons of resources over there for you to be able to build your e-commerce and Amazon business. So definitely go check that out. Now, I just wanted to remind you one thing before I let you go. There's a lot of information out there and some of it is really, really good. What I want you to remember is you have to not just consume the information, you have to actually apply that information. So take this information that you learned here today and apply it to your business. And this way here, you can get results. As my shirt says, I wear it almost daily. Take action. We'll see you guys.